Head over to miniaturemarket.com where they have thousands of board games at discounted prices like Echoes, The Cursed Ring. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be hearing echoes of all these different sounds in an audio mystery game called Echoes. There's 4 different versions. We're going to be looking at The Cursed Ring, but I'm going to show you some of the other versions. I'm going to try not to spoil too much here, but I'm going to show you how the game works and what some of the audios sound like and things like that, but it won't really spoil too much, and very, very, very little. So here we go. Here are 4 different games from the Echoes series from Ravensburger. The Cursed Ring, The Cocktail, The Dancer, The Microchip. I have played these 3, and spoiler alert, I like this one so much, I went to my FLGS and bought all the other ones. So I still have one left to play, but let me just show you in general how these play. They're sort of an escape room style game. The newer ones have like a level on there. It's for 1 to 4 players and pretty much ages 14 and up. And it's like an escape room, but you're trying to stitch together different audio. Let me show you how it works. Now, there are 6 chapter cards. These are actually like tiles. And so you're going to try to find out what's going on in each of these chapters. And then once you've figured out everything that's going on in each of these chapters, you're going to need to put these chapters in order of the story of what happened chronologically. Now, each of those 6 chapters have 3 different cards that go to it. And in each chapter, those 3 cards also have to be put in order. Now, there's a total, again, of 18 different cards. Here's just 6 of them. And so what you're going to try to do is from those 18 cards, for example, if this is a chapter you're trying to figure out, you'll try to figure out which 3 cards go to this chapter. There's 2 ways to play the game. The standard way has you use 9 specific cards. There's some markings on the back of these. I'm not going to show you it in case you wanted to play the hard version. And it will tell you which 9 cards to use. You still use all 6 chapters, but you only use half the cards until you've figured out 3 chapters, and then you bring the other cards in. I highly recommend you doing this for sure the first time you play any of these. Afterwards, you can use all 18 cards at the same time to try to figure out the chapters. It is way harder, but if you get stuck, you can always sort of start over a little bit and go back and separate out the cards for the standard version and then keep going. So I like the flexibility there. So let me show you how the game works. So when you open the app up, you can select which game or version that you want to play. There's 2 other ones again that aren't quite translated to English yet. So I'll click this one, and I've already completed this one, so I could listen to the complete story there. Or you can listen to the prologue. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but it sounds something like this.
Andrea Rubio has come to you asking for help. Her mom died recently, and Andrea inherited the family home where her ancestors had lived since it was built in the 1600s. Andrea also inherited her mom's possessions, including a very old gold ring.
Okay, I'm going to just stop it right there. Okay, so I have it up now, the app, and let's say you want to listen. You see at the top there, you can listen or solve. And when you look at something, look at that. It just puts mints there on the right. But if I want to look at the cell phone. Maybe I want to look at the bike. See how it's changing on the right? So let's play it. Let's say we want to hit the cell phone. We click the cell phone on the right there.
Oh no. Excuse me. Do you know this area?
Yes. What are you looking for?
Okay. Or maybe we want to listen to the bike.
What? Ah! Ow! Ouch!
Okay, you can also listen to a chapter. So you can scan that. Now let's say you want to solve. In the upper right there, you click solve. You always scan the chapter first. That's going to be the beginning, and you do that. And then you're going to scan the other 3 cards you think that are in there, and you're trying to scan them in the order consecutively that you think things happened. And then it's going to tell you, like, chapter incorrect. None of the cards belong to this chapter. Or sometimes it might say, hey, one of these cards or 2 of these cards are in this chapter, but it won't tell you which ones. If you get all 3 right, but they're not in the right order, it will tell you that as well, give you some hints. You know, if once you figure out the 3, these weren't it, you kind of just put them like this and off to the side, and you're trying to figure out the chapters again. And so once you've got all the chapters figured out, you can go back and listen to things as much as you want, and then you're going to try to scan the chapters in order to win, and then you can listen to the entire last story. And then at the end, it's going to give you some investigation time and incorrect solution attempts at the end for a score, and you can keep track of them here in case you play this with different groups or different people play it. You can compare. That's pretty much how you play Echoes. All right, now before I get to my final thoughts, I want to let you know that if you like my content, there's now ways to get bonus content like first impression videos well before a review will come out, or for many games I don't even end up reviewing. You can even vote for which games get reviewed on the channel. You can also see me opening up packages and getting content earlier than everyone else. Well, if you like that, you can check it out at patreon.com/GameBoyGeek. All right, so what do I like about these games? I like escape room games, and I like that this feels completely different, but has a similar feel to it. You're trying to figure out a puzzle, you're working together cooperatively with others, but it's like nothing I've ever played before, so it's really cool. This game has great audio production. It really does immerse you. The voice acting is phenomenal. The sounds are awesome. The sound effects are awesome. The music is great. Everything in there is top-notch production for sure. I love that you're trying to stitch together audio snippets from all over the place. You're listening to this one, you're listening to this one, and you're like, which ones of these ones do you think kind of go together? I think these 3 kind of go together. They both look the same. Maybe this is this. You're coming up with like the story of what you think it is. Then you're like, well, which chapter does it go through? Then you're going through the other ones, trying to put them together. It's just awesome. And then as you get the chapter done, you get to hear more of what was sort of in between those snippets. And that's cool too. And so, you know, solving it gives you the clues more and more about what's going on. And I love when you solve a chapter, it kind of gives you clues if you're close, like, oh, you're wrong. Oh, 2 of these cards are in this, or all 3 of these cards are in the chapter, but they're in the wrong order, or something like that. I like that it gives you sort of a little hint, and it is tracking how many times you got it wrong just for scoring. I like that I played 2 of these on a plane solo, actually. And I had enough room. I just kind of like put them in different stacks. I was scanning them, putting the ones that I think together in different stacks and this and that. And you could also play it like sitting around a large couch or the coffee table, have someone running it, maybe have different players have different cards, and hey, let me see the device, let me scan this one. Oh, okay, now what about this one? And you're talking about it, passing the phone around, keeps everybody engaged. You don't have to play at a table, you can, but I like this. My mom used to call these couch games, and you could play this on there, or even on a road trip. You're on a long road trip, hook it up to the Bluetooth in your car, you get the audio going, it's gonna be very immersive, you're listening almost like a book on tape. And you can have different people have different cards, not the driver, of course. He's just listening, or she. And you're going through there and doing it that way. It's very versatile, and I like that. The final challenge, once you got it all figured out, trying to put the chapters in the right order, that's always fun. And then hearing the whole story start to finish, and then the prologue the epilogue is to like how things sort of happened and why. It's really fun. I also like that you can start, so there's 2 modes as I showed you, regular mode and extra hard sleuth mode or whatever. I like that you can try the extra hard mode, and then if you get stuck, go to the easy mode. So the first time I played, I used just the easy mode. The other 2 games that I played in this, I tried to start with hard mode. One of them I didn't do very well with, and so I just went to easy mode. After about 20 minutes, I found it kind of like, this is a lot. The second one, I started to figure out a little bit, but I didn't quite. Both times I ended up going back to easy mode and then doing it. Easy mode isn't easy, it's just standard, I guess. And I like that they give you the option that you can try hard mode once you know what you're doing on a different game. And if you get stuck, you can just go, well, let's just set it up as easy mode. Okay, and now it's a little bit easier, but it's not terribly easy, but you should, and it only takes about an hour to do it. The negative of this is, hey, they're one-time use. You're gonna play this, and once you know the story, it's not really that beneficial to you, but you could help run it for other players. You could pass it to other people, let them play it. And then there's only 4 of these different ones that are in the US that you can use. There's 2 others in the different languages. I wish they would do more of these. There's only 4 of them, and I've done 3 of the 4, and I'm about to do the 4th, and then I'm gonna have to wait for the next ones to come out. I wish they would ramp up. I hope they're selling well so that we can get like 2 or 3 times this many out there. I would love to see one of these every month. I would sign up for a monthly subscription list. If they had one of these things drop every month, I would sign up for a yearly subscription of getting one every month. That's a model that would work really well for this. All right, anyway, this has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships with board games, by helping you on the next one you love. Check out Echoes. Game Toppers not only transforms your existing table into a high-quality gaming solution, but they now offer full leg kits and dining cover solutions for the full table application. Paired with over 20 styles of thematic game mats in 11 different sizes from notable board game artists like Vincent Dutray, collapsible cup holders, and real cool accessories, experience what thousands of other gamers enjoy by upgrading every game you play with a Game Topper system. Save hundreds of dollars on Game Topper package deals that are in stock now for immediate shipping at GameToppersLLC.com or click the link below.